Hey guys, Crewman coming at you with another profitability video. In this week's video, I'll be going over the coins that I'm mining, the price and the hash rate of the coins that I'm mining, why I'm mining them, what my plans are in the coming week or two if I'm going to be switching to a new coin or not, how much I'm making or not making in this current market, and why I'm okay mining at a loss. So for those of you that don't know, the coins that I am currently mining, I am mining a combination of nexa and zill on about 7 of my rigs. I am mining radiant, ergo, and zill on the rest of my rigs, and the rigs that I'm hosting, those are mining ergo, radiant, and zill. As well as the AMD rig I own is mining radiant and zill. Now let's get to the coins I'm mining. So let's start with nexa. So it's not doing the hottest. As you can see, in the last week we're down 11%, last 30 days we're down 40%, last 90 days we're down about 47%. So we've seen a pretty steady decline from the April 4th all-time high, around April 4th all-time high of about 44, and now we're at about 0.9 June 1st. The silver lining with this decline, however, is the fact that the hash rate has also declined from the all-time high of about 25 terahash to about 14 terahash and decreasing. So if you take a look at the price versus rewards chart on hashrate.no, which is a great indicator on if you should be mining it or not, the rewards are up as the price goes down. And in my opinion, we chase yields, not profits, so this was a good indicator that it was time to start mining nexa again. I'm also mining radiant. As you can see here, it's taking a little bit of beating as of recording, but we're down 10% for the day, 12% for the week, 56% for the month, and we're still up 171% in the last 90 days, so if you're an early adopter, you're still in great shape. Me, however, I started mining probably around the beginning of April. I'd say probably right around April 13th. Right as it started getting to its all-time high. So I'm doing okay. I've taken a little bit of a beating, but I think the project has legs. Interestingly enough, even though I know there were rumors about the bit streams, some of them coming live on FPGAs, the fact that the price has gone down has led us from the all-time high of about 179 terahash to about 95 terahash. So it's decreasing. The hash rate is decreasing. I don't know how long it's going to be decreasing. As we've heard, Radiant generally follows Caspa, and Caspa is basically unmineable for GPUs right now due to the sky-high yield. So, as the FPGAs come on, this is not financial advice, but maybe the hash rate does go up, which leads to some sell pressure. So which maybe leads to a pump and then some sell pressure. So I'm trying to mine some before it becomes unmineable by GPUs, and we will see. As you can see here, the rewards have gone up, and even though the price has gone down, which is what you want to see how much longer this is, I don't know, but for now, Radiant is a very decent coin to GPU mine as far as core heavy algos go. Next we move on to Ergo, which is doing okay. Nothing's doing good as of now, but its decline is a little more gradual. We're down 2% in the last 7 days, 15% in the last 30 days, 10% in the last 90 days, 42% on the year. So if you started mining Ergo like me, and I started mining it around the beginning of April, I'm doing okay on it. Could be a lot worse, but the price hasn't gone down that much, and the yield is holding strong. So one of the interesting things about Ergo is its yield. Its yield's basically generally stayed flat. It's kind of rotated from January till May from about 30 terahash to about 21 terahash. So it has decreased, but overall not the same kind of decrease you've seen in a lot of the other algorithms. But as far as a memory coin goes, it's very stable. It's very stable yield. The yield doesn't fluctuate all over the place. You kind of know what you're getting with Ergo, and I really like that. And you can kind of see that here, the price versus the rewards. It's always got a positive curve, not quite as positive as everything else, but like I said, for a memory coin, it's pretty stable, and I'm pretty happy with it. The final coin that I'm mining, and frankly, everybody should be mining this coin, and I'm surprised more people aren't, so I'm going to need to make some more videos on this in the future, is Zill. For the last 7 days, we're basically flat, down 15% last 30 days, 20% last 19 days, or last 90 days, 56% in the last year. Me personally, I started mining it, I would say probably around February, so I'm doing okay. Let's go with the 90-day chart. So it's definitely down, but I started right about here. So for me personally, I'm doing okay. But I do not hold on to Zill. I sell it all the time because I need to pay my power. I'll go more into that later. As you can see, the Zill hash rate is largely the same. I mean, we have a dip right here when the network went down, but other than that, it's the same. And like I said, it should be a lot higher because a lot more people should be mining it, because it's basically just free money as far as anything is free in the crypto world. So let's move on to how much I am making, or in this case losing, and then I'll move on to why I'm okay with it, and we'll go over what my future plans are. So before I go over profitability, I just want to explain how my power works. So in Pennsylvania, where I live, you have a unique situation where you're allowed to shop for your delivery, not your distribution. So I was able to lock myself into a rate of $439.99, which basically means since half my bill's locked, the more power that I use, the cheaper my kilowatt hours rate is. Now, these numbers that you can see up here are only from my mining. They don't include anything in my house. So when you get through everything, including the me hosting for my friend, which helps me because it just uses more power, I end up paying about 10 cents per kilowatt hour. It's about 10.5, but when you add into my house to consideration, it goes down to about 10, maybe even a little bit under 10, but I don't know that for sure, so we're just going to use 10 cents per kilowatt hour as our baseline. So here's what you've all been waiting for, my profitability numbers. So the first thing I want to say is, when figuring out how much it costs to run my shed per day, I obviously knock out my buddy's hosting because he pays me for the power. So if you take all of my numbers and then you divide them by 30, you take my guesstimate of my bill, which comes out to $1,465. You divide that by 31 days, you get about $47.25-ish to run my farm per day. Now, this is just a guesstimate, but I'm pretty certain I'm within like 95% accurate, so it's what I use as my baseline. So if you look at my earnings per day as of today, June 1st, I am making $10.02 on Radiant, $10.77 on Ergo, $7.13 on Zill, $13.88 on Nexa, for a total of $41.08. So my profit per day is about negative $5.46. Now, one of the reasons I'm okay with mining at a loss is I can write off my power, since it is a quote-unquote business. Being able to write off my power knocks about $10.86 off per day. So I end up, theoretically, if I were to sell everything, I'd make about $5 and change a day. So now that you guys have seen what I'm mining and what I'm making, or not making in this case, let me tell you what has been on my mind and what I'm thinking about maybe mining in the next week or two. Just a few minutes of me talking about, what I think I want to mine, my decisions to mine it, and how my own personal situation kind of manipulates that. So one coin that I have been mining a little bit and that I'm looking at, again, is ironfish. Now, I really like that the ironfish yield is very low. Of course, it's low because the price is low. But if you believe that ironfish has a lot of potential for the future, and if you are concerned about the bit streams that are slowly coming out for Radiant, ironfish is a coin that maybe you might want to look to mine as far as core algo is concerned. Now, this next coin, I just want to say that I don't believe in it. I don't buy it. There's some fishy things going on, and I'm talking about Dynex. However, you cannot deny the current profitability. Of Dynex, and unfortunately, because of my situation where I have to sell at least half of what I mine, I might have to start mining Dynex. But I will be selling it. I'm only mining it because I need to cover some of my power. That's the agreement I made with my wife. I do not believe in this coin. I very much believe it is very fishy. And one of the reasons is all you have to do is look at the hash rate. How does a miner randomly come out that basically doubles the hash rate of the coin? I mean, just look at the hash rate went from 270, I don't even know what it's called, all the way up. It doubled. The hash rate basically doubled due to one miner. So that kind of very much leads me to believe that there's something fishy going on. I don't have any proof. This is just my opinion, and I'm comfortable sticking to it. So if I did mine Dynex, it would be because I just need to make some quick money to pay for some power. And again, it's not something that I believe in the long term. And even if I wasn't going to sell it, I would convert it into a coin that I did believe in the long term, because again, I think something is going on with Dynex. So one more thing I want to mention is I am triple mining. I understand triple mining uses more power, but due to my power situation, triple mining works best for me. And the fact that I have this shed that is designed to handle the heat of the summer, as you can see, it's got a lot of GPUs in it, and my temperatures are actually holding up pretty well for the most part. I'm going to probably have to repad 1 or 2 GPUs, maybe fix some fans, but overall, I would say I'm maybe having heat issues with about 3 or 4 GPUs out of, over 100. So far, so good. So again, I understand my situation is not yours. Just because I'm triple mining doesn't mean it's best for you guys. And, if you guys are having heat issues, I would definitely recommend avoiding memory heavy algos and going to a core algo that's light on power, like a Radiant or an Ironfish, or a Dynex if you really wanted to. But I've already explained why I wouldn't do that. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you taking time to watch this video. And Crootman out.